George Cantrell gets the shot in, and he gets a 94th minute winner.
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of Mattov's English Journey, and welcome back to the town of Alfreton, where in today's episode got two games coming up. One away from home in the FA Trophy, and should we advance on from this game against Maidstone, we'd be going into the latter stages. Only these teams will be left, around 16 teams maybe. I'm not going to count that, but we'd reach a fifth round and then we've got a quarter final, semi final, and a final. I definitely think we could go on and put a bit of a charge in that. That would be really good to get that first trophy. I mean, the second trophy after the National League North trophy would be really good. And then after that, we've got a game at home against Bromley, which should be a nice game for us. Currently managerless, as you can see here. I think we must have played them many times already on the channel, so I'm looking forward to that game. We're in the playoff spot still. We've lost the pack up here a little bit more. Should Solihull Moors win their game in hand, we'd both be tied on 43 points. We've been on a bit of a rough spell of form that didn't help us in the last episode. That 4-2 loss against Chester. After that, we drew against Southend, and then I had a loss against Bath. We had a 1-0 win at home against Halifax, which was a good result. Then we lost emphatically at home against Oldham, 5-2 the result. But then after that, we got some nice wins, which should hopefully boost us back up into getting into these playoff spots. We should be looking at 7th, 6th, 5th, around there. Climbing back up today would be very good for us. So let's see if we can go out and help ourselves in that game against Bromley after the first game of the day against Maidstone. So the starting 11 for this English FA Trophy game we've got coming up today starts with Adams in goal. We've got a back line of Guerrero, Pollard, Sassy, Williams and Perrott. Midfield of Cantrell, Fuster and Kelly. Starkey on the left, Harlem Hale on the right, Kenny Coker up top. Early chance in this game for Maidstone. They'll look to try and score from this corner now. When we played Curzon Ashton last year, when we were in the National League, a team who were below us, a league below us, they actually beat us on penalties. So we would like to get that result here and take it a bit more seriously. If we don't get promoted, to take away a good result from this FA Trophy would be good. But we look on track to at least make the playoffs. Whether or not we get promoted is a different story. It's probably more advisable to, when you say in a playoff, what we'll get in the playoffs, what spot do you want to get? Because they all come with their advantages. Finishing third or fourth, you get a bye straight into the next round of the playoffs. So there'll be the fifth, sixth and 7th, I believe. I'm not too sure how it works really. We can't even look at the table, but I know some of them definitely get a bye into they don't have to play an extra game in the playoffs, and that's probably where we should have aimed for. But there is some really good teams in this league, and even the likes of Newport County, who aren't even doing well, they're still in this league, who've just been relegated from League Two. It's a whole different dynamic. A lot of them are professional teams, and we are just a semi-professional team. We don't train as much as other teams. Maybe that's the reason why the likes of Paul Apaya will want to leave. He wants to go on a full training plan, make it his full-time profession, and that's just the way the club is. I hope it's not a limiting factor, but I feel like the position we're in now is exceeding what the club has even wanted. Of course, every club would like to go up, but for them to just be a secure team would probably be a really good achievement for them, considering they are, as I say, semi-professional. The facilities they've got, they're not at the level of higher leagues, and maybe they don't want to expand. This is what they're happy with, the type of football that they see. They're happy with that. Obviously every team will still want to go up though. As I say, and I feel like that's what we're doing now, and maybe going for that higher playoff spot is what we want. But I think we could get that regular playoff spot. We're starting to solidify ourselves there now as a team who could make it. We're being a bit inconsistent at times, but at times this season also we have found some consistency, put in some much better performances than the like of last season in our first season in the National League. So that's just what I think at the moment. Around this halfway stage of the third season, it's just interesting to see how the rest of it will go. And obviously, as I say, this is a separate competition in itself, and to do well in this, it would be really good. It's a good trophy. To pick up any trophy is good, and there's 2 trophies with this club. Should we leave in the summer, to know we've come away with that would be really amazing. So hopefully we can do that, but we need to have a much better performance here in this game, as we will look to go in the second half to try and find the winning goals in this game. As 5 minutes goes in this second half, Williams finds himself on the ball in defence. Some of the boys getting tired, so maybe some early changes. Just resting them. Obviously, you've got to go with the mindset still a bit that it is a cup competition. Boys all don't want to we don't want the full strength team on a Wednesday or Thursday and then have to play on Saturday or whenever, maybe even Friday, and everyone tired. But we could make the changes should we get the goal here, and then we sit comfortably for the rest of the game. It looks like we're in possession of the ball. Williams now in defence. It's played to him. Perrott now, who's had a lot of involvement in this game, but that's a poor pass from him. And Maidstone might try and turn this ball over. It's a long ball over the top. Williams needs to get to this, or it might be even Fuster. It's actually Perrott there on the inside, and now Maidstone will continue to advance with this ball. It's put straight over the bar, fortunate for us, and I think the change will be made. We definitely need Sassy to come off. I mean, I would bring Williams off, but he's only yellow, but I don't think we should bring him off. That's what I'm trying to say. I think Fuster should come off, bring on Waldock. He has been very good for us at times in this season, and I think the other change to be made will have to be in the attack. I mean, I can't make any defensive changes really unless we bring Nathan Newell on at right back. I mean, that could probably be the best change. Our attacking players very capable, and even if he's not natural there, he's still a wing back and he knows what you have to do in a wing back position. We still need to defend here in this game as Maidstone still continue this attack. They're making big advancements into the box. The shot goes in. Adams comfortably saving that there. We might try and turn this over or slow it down a bit. That's what we do. In fact, and 60 minutes goes in this game, we're still tied in this. As Kelly will play a ball in there, he plays it into the middle to Liam Warlock. He doesn't reach it. Crowther reaches that, and he's supposed just put a header wide of the post. And now, got around 15 minutes left, and we need to try and get this result as soon as possible. Really, it doesn't even look like we've been the better team. I don't know what it is when we come into this competition and we play these lower league teams. Maybe we just don't want it as much as them. But we'll stick to the game plan for now. Hopefully, we don't concede from this as the ball goes in. The header will be trying to reach. The shot goes in, and oh, how lucky is that for us? That's just clipped the top of the crossbar. Was so lucky that that's not snuck in there, or else we could have been in serious trouble, as it looks like we might be going to another penalty shootout here as the full-time whistle goes. It does, and now we'll be going to a penalty shootout once again against a lower league team. Will it be a repeat of that Curzon Ashton game of last year, or will we finally have some success on penalties? Let's go and have a look. So the penalty shootout will get here. We're in the away stadium at Maidstone, so we won't have the advantage in terms of that, but hopefully Adams can come with a few big saves. The first shot for the striker for Maidstone, I believe, and it goes into that bottom left corner. Now Ben Starkey will step up. He was the guy who missed for us in the loss against Curzon Ashton, the only miss of the whole shootout, and hopefully he can convert here. That's what he does. He puts his penalty away nicely. Now Maidstone will have the second penalty for themselves of this shootout, yeah, we need a big save from Adams, get it done early, and that could be huge for us. The shot now, and he's sent the keeper the wrong way. Adams not saved any penalties for us. We've conceded a lot of penalties this season, and he's not saved any for us, so he needs to come up big here, as Kelly will do to take his penalty now. Just place it in the corner. You know what to do. That's what he does. He's put it into the top left corner to make it 2-2 after 2, and now another penalty for Maidstone. We need we need this penalty save to come sooner rather than later. We never know when we might miss even. I've got Kenny Coker coming up next as that penalty goes in for Maidstone. Kenny Coker coming up next, our best penalty taker on the all-important third penalty. It's a very big turning point of the shootout, and hopefully Coker can put this away. He was Luke to step up now. That's what he does, and he slotted it right in that corner as expected. Never in doubt, really. And now this will be an important time to save a penalty. They do have the kick, so it is in our hands really if we decide to save it now. But that's not what it looks like. And this penalty, you start to think, becomes all the more important. It's Liam Waldock who's going to step up. He is an attacking player, so you would expect a goal from him. He steps up to take it, and it's saved by the Maidstone keeper. Not again, surely. It might happen again. We might be going out of the FA Trophy too early. I shouldn't have been saying it. The last time out, I was saying, imagine we could advance on to the next rounds, and all of a sudden it looks like that's what might be happening. But what's going on here? Is it the goalkeeper stepping up for a penalty? It looks like it is. So the Maidstone goalkeeper against the Alfreton goalkeeper, and it's gone in as well. Oh my days! Wow. The Maidstone goalkeeper has scored the winning penalty for them and sent them through to the next round. of the FA Trophy. Wow, how disappointing. So the team for this game coming up against Bromley at home at the Impact Arena off the back of that very disappointing result against Maidstone starts with Adams in goal. We've got a backline of Guerrero, Pollard, Sassy, Williams and Perrett. Midfield of Cantrell, Fuster and Kelly. Starkey on the left, Harlem, Hale on the right and Kenny Coker up top. Kick off here at the Impact Arena. Looks like we might have the first chance. I just hope that last game didn't dent our morale a bit too much. It's obviously disappointed to go out when I was just saying before I thought we could go on a bit of a push, but what can you do really when it goes to penalties? When we don't score in normal time in ourselves, to be fair, if we're not good at penalties, then that's our own doing really, and just hope it doesn't dent our league morale, because we were putting in some good performances before that. We picked ourselves up after a bad spell as well, which was really important actually, and to lose in that fashion was obviously frustrating, but we're still doing well in the league, and that is something that will continue on for the rest of this season, and we shouldn't let just that one thing fracture our morale, and we just need to go and put a good game in here and get back to winning ways, because we definitely have been playing well, and this game is a game we should be winning on paper and at the Impact as well. It's got all the ingredients for a good game. So hopefully we can do that today here, as Coker has played a ball from Harlem Haley, doesn't manage to win it, and now Bromley might look to try and turn this over, nothing coming of that. It looks like they've had a lot more of the ball in the opening moments, forced Adams into quite a few saves by the looks of. He's already up to a quite high rating, which suggests he has had to make a load of saves, but at that time he doesn't have to make one, and it doesn't matter anyway because the goal is disallowed. Fortunately, I thought it might be going in, and now we need to just turn this game on its head and take a grasp of it, as we have a first big chance there. Looks like we're retaining a bit more of the ball, which is good to see finally. Let's see what we can do in the rest of this game. As George Cantrell stands over this free kick, we know what he can do from this distance. He might look to try and deliver it or have the shot. I think he might opt to have the shot, even if there's men waiting in the middle. I think he might go for the shot. We'll wait to see and find out what he does shortly. George Cantrell will step over this free kick. He's taking his time, deliberating. He'll go directly for the shot, and he's put it over the crossbar. All that just for it to go over the crossbar. Quite disappointing, really. But we'll go into half-time, maintaining this 0-0 result, and let's see what we can do in this second half. As the start of this second half kicks off here, as Harry Perrett finds himself on the ball, he play it into the back post. Ben Starkey on the end of that. We know what we can do from those headers, and he doesn't manage to win it that time. And now Bromley might look to try and counter-attack. Dan Sassy will look to come and collect this. He might play down the line to Guerrero, Pollard, and say he goes back to Adams in goal, and he might look to switch it. Now he's got Harry Perrett on that far side. As we know, our captain been here all 3 seasons actually, which is quite impressive. The only players who've stayed all 3 seasons are Perrett, Guerrero, Pollard, Fuster, Cantrell and Starkey. So the five players in 3 years have retained their positions, which is good to see, I guess. Now Bromley find themselves on the ball, and it's just been a pretty scrappy game really. Now we pick up the ball. Billy Fuster, he's got Kenny Coker through on goal. He doesn't play it to him first time. I saw the vision. Cantrell finds himself on the ball. George Cantrell is making a burst and run into the area. He has the shot, and it's forced a big save from the Bromley goalkeeper. Some lovely stuff going on here now finally for the Alfreton, and now we need to find the goal and get a grasp of this game, a proper grasp. As I said, it's been a scrappy game and we just need to take advantage of it. Sassy has a header and he doesn't manage to win out that time. A few changes coming up and hopefully we can get that goal, as I say. As Bromley find themselves on the ball here on this close side, so as this right hand side for the attack, of the ball will go in. They'll try and get this header. It's squared down. Adams has come up with another big save to deny that point blank range chance for Bromley. Now they'll have a chance from this corner. We need to just up our game really. It's not been the best performance, as I said. I just hope that game didn't affect our spirits too much. It looks like we've had the ball a lot more and put up a few more shots, but that's not enough really when we're not winning the game as of yet. We're in a game where we should be picking up 3 points, keeping ourselves in those playoff spots. We've moved much closer actually to where we were previously. We were about 10 points behind around that 4th or 5th spot, and now we are in a much better position, and we just need to build on that if we can, and so have a chance from this corner. There's a lot of deliberating over set pieces today, as they'll finally take the corner. Now it's delivered in. Dan Sassy unmarked in the middle, no men going for it from the Bromley attack. He wins out that time, but now they'll try and continue to prolong it. I think a few changes will be made. Bring on Max Howells for Harlem Hale, who's refound his form, by the way. He's been absolutely exceptional for us. 4 goals in the last 5 games. That was much higher previously. And also, I don't know if it'll still show, but Kenny Coker, 3 in his last 5. He was on 9 goals in his last 5 games at one point. I think it might have been this spell. Yeah, it was this spell. 9 goals in 5 games. 3 hat tricks, 2 hat tricks. I mean, coming in that time. Really good stuff. 21 goals for the season. He is turning out to be a real good player for us. We'll make one final defensive change now. We just need to just try and go and get this goal, man. We're giving them too many chances in our own home ground. We shouldn't be doing that, really. It's poor play from us, to be brutally honest, and we have 20 minutes here to try and find that winning goal. As 80 minutes goes in this game, it looks like Bromley will find themselves on the board. It looks like we will have to do a bit of defending. Williams with a big header there to deny anything coming from it. Now Liam Muldock will look to try and start this counter-attacking opportunity. He's taking it left. He finds Ben Starkey on this left side, and now he'll look to try and bring it down this wing. He might deliver a ball into the middle. It falls out to Kelly, and now Kenny Coker finds himself on the ball, and it's hit the post. Max Howells with a shot, and it's a poor shot from him. I don't know if he's crossed it or he's had the shot. Kelly had the ball, and then Kenny Coker has shot, and he's just hit the post. How unlucky is that, really? It's a bit more of a positive play, though. We're on the attacking mindset now, and you know, it's looking like we might get a 0-0 draw if we don't find the late goal here, but we sit in these playoff spots and we are in a very, very good position at the moment. And George Cantrell might look to have the final chance of this game. He plays it to Howells. George Cantrell will look to try and burst in the box. That's what he's doing. George Cantrell gets the shot in, and he gets a 94th minute winner to put 3 points on the board, and we win it in the final minutes. I was lost for words. I didn't expect him to score that, and what a goal that is from George Cantrell to get the 3 points in the 94th minute. As I say, you know, a lovely finish, and we finally found the breakthrough. We can be happy with that. We don't want any late equalisers. None of them will be coming, and we pick up another 3 points at the Impact Arena in late fashion. I can tell you that it was the late show today. But what a game it was. So as you can see here now, we are 6 points clear as it stands in the playoff spots, 2 points behind Bath, and then we're just floating around this area. Really, really good to see that we've responded in that way. George Cantrell had an exceptional game. Credit to him. He's played really, really well there and getting the winning goal for us. Man of the match performance from him. I think he actually picked it up as well. Yeah, player of the match. Fair play, he's had a really good performance there. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with so tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you, bye bye.